everyone, welcome to Weed and Secret. Today we're making a beautiful Silky Sakura layered soap, and I'm using Silky Sakura from Oasis Oils. I did a sample test a couple of days ago and I guess it does discolour, but it hasn't discoloured too much, so I'm hoping I can do a nice pastel layered soap. It does move really fast, so it really does accelerate trace, but because I'm doing a layered soap, it's going to work really well, I hope, fingers crossed. So today we're using burlesque mica from You Make It Up. In fact, all the colours I'm using today are from You Make It Up, but I've done a search online and I've seen if I can find them elsewhere for you. So the burlesque you can actually also buy from the Soap Kitchen, the Soapery and Naturally Balmy. So I've had a look to see if you can buy some of these in the USA as well. But I'd love to do that for every video, but it just takes too much time. The next colour I'm using is Fantasia Pink, and you can obviously get it from You Make It Up, but it's also from the Soapery, So Posh and Rustic Essentials. Arctic White, again, You Make It Up, you can get it from the Soapery, Mica Mama and Rustic Essentials. Electric Blue Mica, which is absolutely beautiful. This you can get from So Posh, the Soapery, Soap Kitchen and Nurture Soap. And then Tropical Temptations, I struggled to find this one on many websites, but apart from the You Make It Up website, So Posh also do this one. So let's make some soap, shall we? Okay, added my lye solution to the melted oils. The lye solution I made yesterday, and because it's kept in a bottle, it keeps it nice and clear. That's the part I love so much about mixing your lye up and then popping it in a bottle. If you want to see me do that, I'll put an information card in the top right hand corner. I have done a video to show you. Okay, so let's blend. So for each layer I know I need a kilo because my batch is about 5 kilos. So I'm going to pour a kilo into this jug, which will be split into two because I've got 2 loaf moulds. So it'll be 500, each layer is going to be 500 mils. And I'm wanting these to be nice and pale. So I'm going to try just 1/8 of a teaspoon. I feel like even that might be too much, but there we are, 1/8 of a teaspoon, which is 0.62 of a mil, coincidentally. It should be all right. I'll just blend that in. Right, I'm going to get all my loaf mould and everything ready to pour, because as soon as I put that fragrance in and blend it, I want to get it into the mould. Okay, so I've got 1 kilo of soap base in this jug, and I'm going to pour 500 ml into this. You can see it is seizing up already. Because it's not perfectly smooth, it might be a good idea to do a texture. So just texturing with a spoon, and we'll do that on every layer. We'll just start the same again and put 1/8 of a teaspoonful in there. And one more is going to do for this one. So 1/4 of a teaspoonful all together. Okay, so all I needed was a quarter of a teaspoonful of the Arctic White, and then the blue was an eighth of a teaspoonful for the electric blue, and an eighth of a teaspoonful for the Tropical Temptations blue. That's all I needed. Such a beautiful fragrance, this, and it will be gorgeous in bath bombs as well. So I've took the clips off now because we're getting nearer to the top. So just keep an eye on the sides, and then if you look at the silicone liner, or if you haven't got a silicone liner, the side of your mould, then you can see you know, how far up the mould the soap is getting. And then you know which one you need to put more in or less, as the case may be. So this is a soap fragrance I've never used before, but I know you're gonna love it. So it's a kind of cherry blossom, neroli, mimosa type of scent, which I absolutely adore. So this is another soap that we're going to pipe on the top of. So we're just going to have a kind of flat top with this layer here. And if you don't get it too flat, you can always just slice the top off after it's saponified, like tomorrow, once it's set. Maybe flatten it with that, but Well, there you go. That actually worked not too bad, didn't it? There we are. Okay, this time last year I got these wonderfully cute birdie molds, and they're really tiny. So what I've done is I've melted some No Sweat Melt and Pour. It's actually called No Sweat, not Low Sweat. I thought it was Low Sweat Melt and Pour. So I've melted just a little bit because these birds really are tiny. And I'm just going to pour a little bit of each into each container. I'm not going to pour it all in there because it might set up and I can't actually put the metal molds into the microwave to remelt. So I've left some soap in the glass jar so I can melt it in there. I'm going to split the two colours. One of the colours I've got here is Sapphire, which I'm going to use for the body of the soap. So I'm just going to put some of that mica into there. And then for the beak or the head, I'm going to use this pumpkin, golden pumpkin, also from You Make It Up. I'll just put a little bit of that into the smaller one. And then you can just stir these in with your pipettes. I was thinking like blue tit as a bird, so that's why I've gone for blue. So around the face, I'm just going to squeeze a little bit in there like so, and then I'll squeeze a bit of the blue onto the other side. It's actually going to be hard to get it all in there. Oh, there. These molds are actually super tiny. Might be better just to do them all one colour, but see that's almost set up already. Might scrap this idea. Seems like that'll be a better way to do it. Okay, so what I've decided to do is just go with the blue that's in the jug, and instead of having a gold nose, I'm just gonna make them all blue, and then I can maybe put a different colour on the beak with some mica, couldn't I? They're just so tiny. It's just going to make it really difficult to do. So it'll be interesting to see whether this does not sweat at all, because I have used No Sweat, but it was years and years ago, and I think it was called Low Sweat, and I didn't prefer it because it wasn't very clear, but it looks a lot clearer than it used to. So I'm actually really happy with how the layers have come out. Kind of an ombre effect from bottom to top and top to bottom. And I think it looks better. Instead of having just a flat straight layer, it looks really nice with a textured layer. Obviously everyone is ever so slightly different. And it's really, really pastelified, and that's absolutely exactly what I was looking for. Let's just unmold some of these little birdies, shall we? They're just delicate, tiny, delicate little thing, and they're all ever so slightly different. One of them's actually in flight. Cute, really cute. So I don't even think they need the beak satin. So I'm going to unmold these. I know I said we're coming back to pipe, but I'm unmolding these and then we'll come back to pipe. Okay, so I've got 300 grams of soap batter here, and I'm just going to add some brown oxide to that. The brown oxide I have is from TKB Trading, but wherever you buy brown oxide, it should be exactly the same as what I've got in this tub. And this is what we're going to pipe the branches with. So I'm really, really happy that that fragrance hasn't discoloured at all. It's not, literally no discoloration whatsoever, I don't think. Not yet anyway, and it has actually been made for a few days, this soap. I've just softened the tops of them with some rubbing alcohol so I can pipe on there. And the nozzles that we're using today, this one is the WILTON number 2. It's just got a really tiny hole in the end of it. And also the WILTON 2F. This is a bit decrepit. I've had it about 10 years. I haven't actually used it that much either, to be honest, but this is what I'm going to pipe the cherry blossom with. And I've just got some clear piping bags here that I'm using today. I'm just going to pop the nozzle in the end there. Okay, I was going to pipe branches on, but I'm not sure I can do them neat enough. So I've turned the soaps on their side, and I'm actually just going to put some drizzle over the side of each one like this on all the bars, and then we can just pipe some cherry blossoms on them as well. I just think it looks so much neater. I should have showed you what I did, shouldn't I? But it looked a bit naff and a bit untidy. So as you can see, this brown oxide soap is still quite runny, and it works a lot better if it's like that. It's not really what I would call pipeable consistency, but for drizzle it's actually perfect. So I think in the summer I'll probably do something similar to this with shells and things, because it really is a good effect for making like waves from the sea in the soap. Okay, so let's pipe some cherry blossoms on here. I've just put a little bit of pink in there, and what I'm going to do is turn it up on its side and then pipe another two on the top like so, and then we're going to place some birds on there. We've got one that's flying, so I'm just going to, where have I put it on that one? I'll put it on this one. Just on there. Then I need to lie it down again gently, and then place, I've got two birds on the front, so we'll pop one here and another one there, and that's what we're going to do with every slice. don't know, I like it better standing up, but I'm frightened that if it stands up then it's going to get ruined in transit. Then we might not fit it, you know, in its packaging box and issues like that. It's really pretty. I'm really liking it. I was a bit worried that the colours weren't going to show up very well on the layering, but they're actually a lot better than I expected, so I thought they were going to be very, very washed out. But luckily that hasn't happened. Good when things go okay, isn't it? Right, now I'm going to continue piping all these and we'll come back once we've finished them. Okay friends, so I got some of this beautiful Neptune Blue mica from the Soap Kitchen. Isn't it gorgeous? It's that perfect icy shade of blue that I was looking for when I bought the ice blue. There was nothing like this. So I've finally got something that's going to work. So I'm just going to pop a little bit of that onto there. And I've got a nice, just a makeup brush here that I'm just going to pop a little bit of that lovely blue onto. And then I'm just going to pop a little bit of shimmer onto this soap here. That is so pretty. I'm hoping you can see it in the video. Oh, it's really, really nice actually. So nice. I think I'm gonna put it on the brown drizzle as well. Can you see it? I'm sure you will be able to. That's really pretty, isn't it? Just enough. So that's going to go on every single slice that I've got. And you just pick cheap makeup brushes up out of whether you've got Pound Stretcher or Home Bargains or B&M or Pounds of Roughs, if there is such a shop, or wherever you are in the world, whatever your cheap shop is, you'll pick some cheap makeup brushes up there. It'll just make the bar look a little bit extra special when it arrives in your parcel if you're buying this one. Okay, I am very happy with those colours. If I could have improved any more and I'd been a bit more organised, I probably would have piped cherry blossoms and stuck them on instead of piping them in this way, but it still looks absolutely lovely. So before we proceed any further, I just want to say thank you to Davida Handcrafted Soap and also to Tammy Dixon. And I'll put any links to any of your social media, I'll put them in the description box below the video if you want me to. And this is me signing off for now with this latest cherry blossom soap. Again, I haven't thought of a name for this one. Literally the first 3 soaps I've made this year I haven't got a name for yet, but I'm looking for something. I want all my names to be rather unusual this year, just something different to what I would normally call something. So if you can think of a name, please write in the comments what you think the name of this one should be, and I'll see you all very, very soon for another video from Eden's Secret, and I'm going to try to outdo myself this year. I nearly got a video up every other day last year, but I didn't quite manage it. So this year, that is my aim, to get a video up every other day of the year. So we'll have, I think it will be 182 videos in the year of 2021, God willing. So I'll see you all very soon. Bye bye for now.